There will be a time. Oh, oh.
Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry, ready to break down the Monday slate. But before we do that, we will jump into what happened last week. And last show was on Friday. So we'll do a quick recap of what happened last Friday. Detroit-Boston was a game that I passed on. And Detroit got the upset win. Boston, I don't want to say that they're playing bad or necessarily anything like that, but starting to come down to earth a little bit here in their most recent games. Here in this one, Rangers in regulation was a nice winner. Eric Gustafson point also cashed. Unfortunately, Alexis Lafreniere did not get a point, and his hot streak is over now after like 5 or 6 games. Toronto and Chicago, I had the over 6.5, which again, a nice easy winner. And Philip Kurashev to get a point, minus 105. It was not looking good for that. But on the last goal, the game-winning goal for the Blackhawks, Kurashev got an assist. So a late winner, but a winner nonetheless. Nashville and St. Louis Blues. Gustav Nyquist continues to cash in the points. He got one yesterday, but he cashed this one here against the Blues as well. He continues on racking up the points, playing on the top line for the Nashville Predators, who are getting hot all of a sudden. Here, Edmonton Oilers, Washington Capitals. This was the popular dog on Friday. Unfortunately, they lost. Edmonton has looked good their last couple of games. Washington, the one loss there, but they've still won 5 of their last 6. Still playing pretty well on the year. Columbus and New Jersey, over 6.5, loser. Werenski point, loser. This game was just a rough go. The Devils had been playing horrible. Even during this game, they played a horrible game. Of course, when I go and fade them and take the Buffalo Sabres on Saturday, the Devils have their best game in a long time. So that kind of sucked, but it is what it is. Montreal Canadiens, San Jose Sharks. Montreal Canadiens winning in the shootout against the Sharks there in that one. LA Kings, Anaheim Ducks. Kings puck line winner. Again, an easy win. Quinton Byfield over half a point. Plus 100. I don't know why it's plus 100 or why it was a plus 100. That was an easy winner as well. He scored the third goal for the Kings. JJ Peterka over half a point. Did not cash in this game. Unfortunately, the Sabres won 3-2, but Peterka was unable to get a point in that one. Passed in this game. Don't really have too much to say about that one. Tampa Bay, Carolina also passed in this one. Tampa Bay getting the win in Vasilevsky's season debut. So the Bolts were happy about that. Winnipeg Jets, Florida Panthers. Unfortunately, over. Did not cash. Minus 114, loser. But Cole Perfetti continued his point streak and got a point plus 100. And then got another point yesterday. So he continues being hot for Cole Perfetti for the Winnipeg Jets. Calgary Flames, Dallas Stars. It was a 6, minus 110. And as I said, these teams, when you think of these teams, you think of unders, but not when they face each other. That was a easy over 6. I think you could have took the over 7.5 and still won. I think it was 7-4. So you could have took over 10.5. Easiest win of the night there in that one. Colorado, Minnesota Wild, Marco Rossi, anytime goal, unfortunately did not cash. The Wild's losing streak continues. Now it's 7 games, and they are not too far ahead of the Sharks for last place in the NHL. Vancouver Canucks, Seattle Kraken. Unfortunately, both of these plays lost as well. Finished with 6 goals. Vancouver did their part, but Seattle was unable to get the over. Tolvanen did not get a point. Overall, a 9-9 day on Friday, so not too horrible. Before we get to the polls, we'll jump into the chat. Why are the Wild dead last in NHL? They're not yet. They are still above San Jose and someone else. I'm forgetting. LOL. Hey Terry, hope you're feeling better from your dental surgery. Thanks, Crystal. Almost 100%. Not quite 100%, but almost there. Canucks cooling off. Yes, they are. Well, they didn't. They won that game 5-1. They just didn't. Seattle didn't do their part. But looking at the polls for today, poll number 1 is which underdog is live on today's slate. 44.4% say Tampa Bay plus 127, 30.6% say Ottawa plus 112, 13.9% take the Sharks plus 183, and then 11.1% say to take the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 214 against the Boston Bruins. Second poll, which favorite is covering the puck line today? 39.3% say the Boston Bruins, 35.7% say the Rangers minus 1.5, Washington 17.9%, and 7.1% say the Florida Panthers are winning by multiple goals. And the final poll, which will be the highest scoring game of the night. And 41.3% say Florida and Ottawa, 37% say Tampa Bay and Colorado, 13% say Washington and San Jose, and 8.7% say Boston and Columbus. So people expecting goals in Florida, Ottawa, and Tampa Bay and Colorado. But we'll move on to today's slate and start with the first game here, which is between the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Rangers. In this one, Buffalo plus 180 to plus 188. The Rangers minus 210 to minus 225. Sixes right across the board here in this game. And for me here, Buffalo 2-4-1 in their last 7 games. In 3 of their last 4 regulation losses, they've lost by 3 or more. So they have been losing by multiple goals when they lose in regulation. The Rangers 13-1-1 in their last 15 games, the best team in the NHL. They've won 8 of their last 13 by multiple goals, and they've won 5 of their last 7 wins by multiple goals. Looking at what happens when these two teams face each other, the Rangers 11-0-3 in the last 14 meetings, 10-1-1 in the last 12 meetings in New York. And the Rangers have covered the puck line in 6 of the last 10 wins in New York against the Buffalo Sabres. Give me the Rangers on the puck line. I think you can take the alternative puck line. I think they win by 3 or more in this one, but I'll take the puck line at plus 117. Give me JJ Peterka over half a point, minus 105. Yes, he didn't cash on Friday's show, but he still has a point in 11 of his last 14 games. If someone's going to do something for Buffalo, it'll be Peterka. And then Eric Gustafsson, over half an assist at plus 105. You can take him for a point at minus 125, but he has an assist in 9 of his last 12 games and a point in 9 of his last 12 games. So I took the plus 105 instead of the minus 125 for a point just because he has been assisting more. But you could go either route there. Gustafsson has been great for the Rangers. Does sound like Adam Fox is going to be making his return in the next couple, either Wednesday or their next game after that. So Eric Gustafsson might cool off once Adam Fox comes back. So definitely Gustafsson, you want to take him now. Maybe not so much when Adam Fox comes back, because Fox will take a lot of the extra ice time Gustafsson's been getting. And then, of course, Fox will be back in the power play. So Gustafsson, I'll be continue to take here. Isaacs wants UPL, and that's a great comment. It is UPL. He's likely against Shosturkin, who is likely. And of course, Shosturkin a slight advantage, 2.45 goals against average. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen 2.71. Save percentages are 916, 914. So really close there. The only thing is that isn't close is the offenses between these two teams are completely different. Versus Hashesh to take Sabres money line and get ready to get my wallet. Yeah, I want to be taking the Sabres, not against the Rangers. Over 6 and Rangers money line. I can see it. I can see it. Zibanejad goal plus 179. A nice value on that. We'll go into the second game of the night, which is between the Florida Panthers and the Ottawa Senators. Florida minus 125 to minus 130. Ottawa plus 105 to plus 115. 6.5s right across the board here in this game. Florida has won 7 of their last 10 games. Florida has won, Ottawa has won 4 of their last 6. Looking at what happens when these two teams face each other, Florida 8-2 in the last 10 meetings, 11-3-1 in the last 15. So the Panthers have taken care of their division rivals here in the Ottawa Senators. Florida 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Ottawa, and 5 of the last 6 meetings in Ottawa have gone over 6.5. So we've seen higher scoring games between these two teams when they face each other. When it comes to goalies in this matchup, Sergei Bobrovsky is confirmed for Florida, and Jonas Korpisalo is not confirmed. He's dealing with some kind of injury, so if he does start, I would take Florida. If he doesn't start, I'd probably still take Florida. I lean Panthers money line minus 125. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but that's the way I would go in this game if I was making a play. Is taking the Panthers against the Senators here in this one. I had this scenario in my head, especially with what Trouba did. So yeah, hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. But if you're Trouba is always doing something, so he's always doing something to get people pissed off. Panthers minus 130. Yeah, that's where I go. I wanted a 7 to bet the under. Pass at the moment. Yeah, there was 7s earlier, but yeah, they're gone now. They're gone. Happy Monday, happy Money Monday, Terry. Let's clear the board. Yes, let's do it. Panthers and Sens are going to be the ultimate sweat. I truly feel it, but Sens money line. All right, all right. Karma is a B, Terry. Oh, so yeah. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. But even though Trouba's been doing Trouba things, the Rangers keep on dominating. So I like them. Moving on along to our next game. It's between the Boston Bruins and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Boston minus 244 to minus 258. Columbus plus 200 to plus 215. 6.5. So I do see a 6 available as well in this one. Boston 3-2-2 in their last 7. So coming back down to earth a little bit. 5 of their last 6 games have gone over 6.5. Columbus 2-8-2 in their last 12. They have won 2 of their last 3 games. 8 of their last 11 have gone over 6.5. So both teams trending towards the over right now, and seeing that 6 is kind of tempting. Boston 9-1-1 in the last 11 meetings between the teams. Boston also 5-1 in the last 6 in Columbus. But ultimately, I'm passing this one. Reasons being, I think Boston wins this game, but I do not trust Boston to win this game by multiple goals. I could see a 1-goal win here. The way Boston's playing currently, I don't feel comfortable taking them on the puck line, and I would have to take them on the puck line to play this game. So ultimately, no play here for me. Um, Looking at some player props though, Pasternak, he's got a point in 12 of his last 14 games, so a great parlay piece there. A power play point in 8 of his last 10. Over 4.5 shots for Pasternak in 6 of his last 8. Charlie Coyle, and that was almost a play I almost made here. Charlie Coyle to get a point, which is minus 125. He has a point in 5 straight games and 9 of his last 12 for the Bruins. So Charlie Coyle has been playing really well for his hometown team in the Bruins. So that's where I would go if I was making a play. And another parlay piece, Pavel Zacha to get a point. He has one in 13 of his last 15 games. So those are the kind of players I'm targeting for Boston. For Columbus, Boone Jenner and Johnny Gaudreau both have a point in 4 of their last 5 games. So they would be who I'd be targeting for Columbus. But when it comes to single plays, nothing in this game for me. Go up here. Brady versus Matthew. In the last game. Yeah, the Kachuk brothers. But Matthew Kachuk, you can't find him with the telescope out there. He's been, I don't know how many games it's been since he got a point, but none in the last 5 at least. Under 6.5. Ooh, okay. Lean Bruins puck line. Looking for Boston to step up defensively in this one. Yeah, that's kind of risky with how they've been playing lately. They've been going over. The ultimate game, the dream game. I have no mental note if it's Swayman versus Mårten, but you already know it is Spencer Mårten in net. Swayman has not been confirmed, but Mårten 1-5-1, 3.37 goals against average, 897 save percentage. So 1 win in 7 games for him. Allmark versus Mårten is different. Yeah, we'll have to see who's in net for Boston. Robert likes Bruins minus 1.5. And like Matthew says here, Boston can't be trusted lately. Yeah, I don't trust them to win by 2. So I can't play this game because I can't trust them here. Bruins on the under 6.5. You like the under? All right. And Robert says Columbus team total under 2.5 at minus 125. Surprised Nick's not on that because I know Nick likes the under. So that sounds like a play Nick would be on. A Columbus team total under 2.5, minus 125. But yeah, no plays for me in this one. Going along to the game of the night, I think we can probably all agree this is going to be the game of the night. Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche. Tampa Bay plus 120 to plus 128. Colorado minus 138 to minus 145. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Tampa Bay 4-0-1 in their last 5 games, playing pretty good hockey right around the time that Vasilevsky returns. So obviously got the win in his game, his first game of the season, last time out. 3 of their last 4 games over 6.5. So we have seen some goals from the Tampa Bay Lightning lately. Colorado 6-1 in their last 7. 4 of their last 6 games have gone over 6.5. So we've also seen goals from them. Tampa Bay 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings between the two teams, 7-2-1 in the last 10 in Colorado, and 5 of the last 10 meetings have gone to overtime. So we have seen close games, usually with Tampa Bay finding a way to win. But for me here, I have to pass. I do like the price with Tampa Bay, but Colorado has been money at home this year, and Colorado is playing so well right now. Both of these teams are playing so well that there's just nothing I can get to. Nothing I can get to in this game. Lean with the draw because I could definitely see this being a close game, but no play. Looking at parlay pieces for this game, Kucherov has a point in 13 of his last 16 games. Kucherov has 4 or more shots in 11 of his last 12 games. So Kucherov shots is a good look. Braden Point has a point in 13 of his last 18. Stamkos has a point in 10 of his last 12 games. and Victor Hedman has a point in 8 of his last 11. The big guns for Tampa Bay showing up lately. Looking at Colorado, Makar has a point in 9 of his last 10 games. Mikko Rantanen and a point in 7 of his last 10. McKinnon has an assist in 10 of his last 12. Nichushkin has a point in 7 straight games and 9 of his last 10. So he's been playing really well. And Nichushkin has 4 or more shots in 6 of his last 8. So he's been definitely shooting the puck. And those are the players that I'm looking at for parlay pieces for Tampa Bay and Colorado. I'll have some kind of same game parlay for this game, and that's how I'll play it here in this one. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, Terry talking smack to Nick. Fight. Not really. No, I was just saying that this is a play that he would be playing normally. Lean Tampa Bay line feels a little wide. Yeah, I can see that. I think this game I think the draw. I'm going more and more towards the draw, and that's why I can't really take a side because I literally think it's going to be a coin flip. It probably goes to a shootout, and I hate shootouts. Tampa Bay plus 120, either 3-2 Tampa or 5-4 Tampa. I can see that. I did almost bet Columbus team total under 2. Yeah, see? I figured you would. Lean Avalanche fading the second game with Vasilevsky. Interesting. Kuch is on another level. Rantanen goal, minus 114. Ooh, not the best price for a goal scorer. Gualo says, hey, can you do more vids on the AHL? I'm really tempted to bet it. Yeah, I had a comment on the YouTube channel the other day about the AHL, and the AHL videos didn't really get much views, and people just there are some people that do care about the AHL, but most people don't. And for me, I just haven't had the time to really dive in deep into the AHL. Probably when NFL is gone, that'll open up a little bit more time for me. But I'll try. I'll try to cap more of the AHL, but it's just tough to find the time to get it to do it. Moving on along to the second last game of the night, Vegas Golden Knights and the Calgary Flames. Vegas minus 104 to minus 115. Calgary minus 102 to minus 105. Sixes, I do see that power play has a 5.5 available in this game. And looking at this one here, Vegas 3-5-1 in their last 9 games. So after an amazing start to the season, Vegas struggling a bit lately. 6 of their last 8 games have gone under 5.5. So we've seen very low scoring games from Vegas as their defense and goaltending is still playing well, but the Golden Knights offense is dried up. Calgary 4-2-1 in their last 7. They've gone over 6.5 in 4 of their last 6. So Vegas trending towards the under, Calgary trending towards the over. Looking at previous meetings between these two teams, Vegas 7-3 in the last 10. And yes, Vegas is not playing well right now. But to me, they're clearly the better team. They have played well on the road this year. Give me Vegas Golden Knights at a price that I think is really a really fair price. Vegas should be favorites in this game. I know with the way they played lately that's why we're getting this line is the way they played lately. But I still believe that Vegas is the better team. I'll take them here in a nice price. This could potentially be a draw spot as well, but we'll see what happens here. Vegas Golden Knight wins. Yeah, I think so. Robert also likes Vegas minus 115. And Nick says maybe I'm falling for a trap at this line. This is a buy low spot for Vegas. Golden Knights money line. Exactly what I thought. IceX is getting scared because people are on the same play, but it is what it is. Gonna bet hockey lightly till NFL is done. It's just more predictable than hockey. I have to kind of agree. I've been doing really well with the NFL this year, but NHL, I'm just not getting there. I'm just not getting to where I want to be yet. when it comes to the NHL. Looking at goalies in this game because IceX just reminded me nobody's confirmed for Tampa Bay, Colorado. Markstrom is confirmed here for Calgary. Nobody confirmed for um, Vegas yet. Flames team total under 2.5 plus 130. Ooh, that's a really interesting one. That's really interesting. Terry, Vegas has been a concern. Maybe another draw and should close the deal. Yeah, they have been. I do think they get it done tonight, though. I do. I just remembered I have no bets yet, so phew. All right, all right. Vegas needs this win. Um, yeah, both teams need the win, but Vegas is the better team, so I'm waiting for goalie confirmations. All right, all right. And then moving on to the final game of the night, we have the Washington Capitals and the San Jose Sharks. Washington minus 200 to minus 220. San Jose plus 170 to plus 183. Sixes right across the board here in this game. And when we look at goalies in this game, nobody's confirmed. So goalies are a question mark in this game. Looking at what these teams have been doing, Washington has won 5 of their last 6 games. They've won their last 3 games on the road, covering the puck line in all 3. San Jose, 2-5-1 in their last 8. All 5 of their regulation losses were all by multiple goals. So when San Jose is losing, they're losing by margin. Looking at previous meetings between these two teams, Washington 8-2-1 in the last 11 meetings. Washington covered the puck line in 7 of those 8 wins against San Jose. So they have definitely played well against San Jose. When we look at what's happened when Washington goes to San Jose, they've won the last 5 meetings in San Jose. They've covered the puck line in all 5 games, and they've covered minus 2.5 in 4 of the last 5 games. So not only are they winning by 2, but they're winning by 3 or more when Washington heads to San Jose. And this Sharks team is a lot worse than they've been the last 5 years. So for me, not overthinking this one. Give me the Caps minus 1.5 plus 127 to take care of business here in San Jose. Washington playing great hockey right now, and they've definitely handled the Sharks in recent years. So take Washington minus 1.5. No player props in either of these last 2 games. Nobody really stands out on Washington or Vegas for me. So no player props in the last 2 games. The Bolts are known to surprise MFers with their goalie. Yeah, we'll see. Gulp, I didn't think I would be doing this. And Sharks first period, plus 152. I guess maybe the first period, but I don't. I want to be looking towards the Sharks in this matchup. Pass, and I swear if the Sharks win, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Shea Theodore on long-term IR. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Woo Nick. There you go. Looking to sell high in Washington going forward. I know you're not a fan of this Washington team at all, but they've played well lately and they've done really well against the Sharks. So give me the Caps. Only play tonight for me will be Vegas money line. I can't pass up their price even how they've been off lately. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'll be rooting for you. I think he's talking to you, Nick. Both teams scored first period or Capitals puck line. Caps puck line, I like. Caps minus 210. They are on my ban list for the past 2 seasons. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh shit, lol. I'll be rooting for both of you because Nick first period and Terry full game. Boom. There we go. There we go. Caps with a really good start point percentage up in the standings, but still minus 230 to miss. Bucks aren't fooled by the Caps' good start. We'll see. We'll see. And they didn't have a good start. They had I think they lost 4 of their 5 games to start the season, but since then they've been a lot better. So Sharks have been playing hard lately, and the Caps are lazy. All right. The Caps only lost one game recently. Yep, one of their last 5 against Edmonton. Otherwise, they've been playing really well, and I think they've won 10 of their last 12 or 10 of their last 13. So Caps have been on a heater, over 6 plus 100, potentially. But that is today's slate. Thanks everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I do have a play in Monday Night Football, which is available in my package up on Picks and Parlays, but it's the Vikings against the Chicago Bears. So you can probably guess where I'm going in that one. But yeah. Ron says NHL spreadsheet play of the day is Bruins -1.5, -101. Best of luck. Best of luck. My Spidey powers are tingling. Um, Nick says skull tonight, Terry. Heck yeah, heck yeah. And Vikes -3. Yep, that's it. That is the premium play. So there you go. They're all my plays for the day. Best of luck to everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow for another episode. Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. We'll have a guest on Thursday's show. So definitely tune in there as well. Vikings -3 easy. I don't know about easy, but because the Vikings do play a lot of close games, but I think they win by at least 4. I think they ultimately win by a touchdown here in this one. Good luck to everyone that's cashed. Yes. Best luck to everyone. See you on the next show. Best of luck, guys.